So if everybody can come and take their seats. This session is for the presidential debate. Please come forward and take your seats. You stay there. Oh.
Invite करके बैठा के तो coin toss करके तो then Dr. Tabassum can come for the first question. मैंने कहा मैं उनको बुला के स्टेज पे coin toss करके ना जब ठीक हो गया फिकर नहीं करें I am here if you don't want it I can continue.
So please come forward and take your seats. We have some time constraints, so we're going to allow the candidates to present themselves and give the opportunity for the audience to ask questions. We already have some pre-collected questions, pre-screened questions. So please come forward and take your seats.
So all our YPC presenters, please let's leave the hall now. We have the debate, and in the meantime, let's have the lunch outside the Senators' Hall. So all our poster presenters, please let's go for lunch, and after the debate, we'll come back in the room, and then we'll announce for the prizes and then the awards and everything in this room after the debate. So after 2 p.m. So we'll have a lunch break right now outside Senators' Hall.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you. So this debate is being conducted by the Nomination Election Committee. I have the honor of chairing this committee, and I have an awesome team. I want to introduce my team members to you guys. Dr. Khushnood Ahmed from Nishtar Medical College is the co-chair with me, my big help. Dr. Amna Nasir, she's from Aga Khan. This is a 9-member committee. Dr. Nasir is currently practicing in Missouri. Dr. Humaira Ali, representing Khyber Medical College in the NEC. She's currently in Ontario, Canada. Dr. Fawad Chaudhry, he's from Rawalpindi Medical College from Oklahoma. The other members, Dr. Muhammad Arsha from the APPNA Dental. Dr. Tabassum Saeed, she's from the Fatima Jinnah Medical College, currently in Washington State. Dr. Asim Chauhan from King Edward, currently in Oklahoma, and Dr. Asif Mahmood from Allama Iqbal Medical School. This is my honor and privilege to work with this awesome team. As you can already see, they're not only smart, but they're all good-looking members. That was one of the conditions to be on the team. So NEC, as you know, is committed to hold fair and transparent election in full compliance with the current APPNA bylaws. We have made it easier this year in terms of the electioneering process and all the paperwork and the stuff that was converted in the electronic format. And the election code of conduct has been shared with the membership as well as posted on APPNA website. So I want the membership to be familiar with the code of conduct and hold the candidates, not just the presidential, but also the BOD candidates to obey whatever the rules are, comply with the rules and regulations. We certainly do not want to have any negative campaigning. Certainly if there's any issue-based criticism, that is certainly allowed. If there's specific issues, then they can criticize the opponents as well, but any personal attacks should not be allowed. And obviously, membership, we are a professional organization, and the APPNA members expect their leaders to be a role model and follow the moral and ethical conduct. So this is the timeline. I'm just going to go over the timeline very quickly. We started the nomination process back in June. The last date for nomination was June 22nd. We announced the slate of candidates on July 6th, just last week. The official start date for the electioneering was July 9th, which was the first day of the summer convention. And the last date for the voter registration is going to be tomorrow. So anybody who becomes a voting member of APPNA by tomorrow, they should be able to cast their vote or have the ballot sent to them for this coming elections. If you do not become member by tomorrow, then you will not be able to get a ballot for the upcoming elections. The last date to submit your electronic ballot, that's going to go out, electronic ballots are going to go out in August 8th, so we have some time, and there's going to be period of electioneering. The last date to submit your ballot, electronic ballot, is going to be August 28th, and the election results are going to be announced at APPNA Canada meeting. So that meeting is on August 30th, and I want to encourage each and every member, not only obviously the candidates are going to be there, I want to encourage all the APPNA members to please register for the APPNA Canada meeting. This is going to be on August 30th and 31st. So that is where the election results are going to be announced. Okay. And I'm going to ask Fawad Chaudhry to please come, one of my NEC members, to come and go over the election debate ground rules. And then we're going to invite the candidates upon the floor. Dr. Khushnood Ahmed and Dr. Tabassum are going to be the one who's going to be conducting and asking all the questions on behalf of the NEC. And I'm going to take a seat down there. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Please, students, for the posters, this is a session for debate. You can come back at 2 o'clock, and please keep a silence. Okay, assalamu alaikum all. Just gonna go over with the rules. So each candidate will have 2 minutes opening remark before the debate, and a 60-second closing remark at the end of the session. The order of the opening and closing remarks will be determined based on a draw, maybe a coin toss. Each candidate will be given a chance to answer their questions on a rotating basis, with time not exceeding 90 seconds. No rebuttals permitted. So, and then we can give you, from that table, they can give you about 5 to 10 second, warning as well. Audience can applaud candidates' answers only after they have completed their responses. No counter questions will be allowed. Okay, so I think on this, sorry for the confusion. Some of these rules are from yesterday. I'm gonna, okay, off my memory and phone, I'm gonna go over rules, okay? Yeah, so I remember, I think. So it is a 3-minute opening remark and a 2-minute closing remark and 90-second for each question and answer. So it's okay, I remember. So 3-minute opening, 2 minutes closing. It's okay, we're good, we got it. So slideshow, right here. And then, is there? Okay. Okay, so again, 3 minutes opening, 2 minutes closing, 90 seconds will be the each question answer to each question. And then there will be a rebuttal. Each candidate will be given a rebuttal card that can be used at the discretion of the candidate only once for a 60-second rebuttal. Not 90, rebuttal is 60 seconds and only one. Audience can applaud candidate answers only after they have completed their response. No counter questions will be allowed. And then efforts will be made to include written questions from the audience at the end if time allows. Yesterday we did not have it. Today we may have, since we have 2 candidates. But please write those questions, and this is the NEC table. You can either leave those questions there or they can collect. So now I would like to invite our 2 candidates for presidency, Dr. Aftab Ahmed and Dr. Irfan Aslam. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Can we please turn this mic on? Alrighty. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Khushnood Ahmed, and I'm the co-chair of NEC committee. And along with Dr. Tabassum Saeed, we'll be asking questions to the candidates. First, There will be a coin toss, and whoever wins the coin toss will have the first chance to present their opening statements, and then the second one, and the same way the question will go to the first candidate, and the same question will be answered by the second candidate. It's an honor and privilege to be part of this debate for honorable candidates running for the highest office in APPNA, and whoever wants to pick tails or heads? Dr. Aftab picked heads. Siri, toss a coin.
It's heads this time.
All right. Dr. Aftab wins the toss. And I will invite Dr. Aftab to come to the podium and give his opening statements. Dr. Aftab, you have 3 minutes, and we have a timekeepers right there. They'll give you a little hand gesture when you have about 10 seconds left. And your time will start when you come to the mic.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. APPNA has given me an opportunity to help the sick and poor. APPNA has given me an opportunity to take care of the individuals in the community. APPNA has given me an opportunity to improve my social skills. APPNA has given me an opportunity to spend more than 500 hours in free medical clinic. APPNA has given me an opportunity to earn 3 times Volunteer Physician of the Year award. My friends, APPNA has given me an opportunity to improve my social skills and make friends like you. My name is Dr. Aftab Ahmed Khan. I'm a lifetime APPNA member. Since I joined APPNA, I have served APPNA in many capacities, as a member, chair, and co-chair of different meetings and committees. Recently, I have served APPNA as a chair, APPNA Spring Meeting, as a chair, APPNA Fall Meeting, as a chair, APPNA Finance Committee, as a chair, APPNA Office Management Committee, as an APPNA Treasurer, as an APPNA Secretary, and as an APPNA Member Board of Directors. Having served in APPNA in so many different capacities, having learned from the experience of my seniors, having learned from the experience and feedback of my members, I feel confident that I'm ready to be your next president. Inshallah, I'll be the leader of APPNA, but at the same time, I guarantee you, I'll be the servant of its members. My friends, APPNA has a significant impact on my thought process. The way I look at the things now is entirely different what it used to be. Martin Luther King has once said, if you see a person standing on the road looking for help, and immediately you think, if I stop, I'm going to waste my time. It's a normal reaction. Next time you see a person standing on the road looking for help, and immediately the thought comes in your mind, if you don't stop, what will happen to this poor individual? This is the change you and APPNA has brought in my thought process. My friends, thank you so much for your help, for your support, for your guidance, and in advance, thank you for your vote. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aftab and Dr. Irfan.
Thank you for cheering me up. I'm a little bit heavy with my class friend husband death today, but we are leaders. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Irfan Aslam, practicing cardiologist in Melbourne, Florida. Over the past 2 decades, I have the honor and privilege to serving APPNA in different capacities and seeing the first-hand extraordinary spirit that brings to this organization. APPNA is more than just a professional network. It's a movement that unites us in philanthropy, charity, advocacy, and education. And I am committed to preserving this legacy and propelling it forward. As a proud Dow graduate and class of 1992, I have served in numerous leadership positions, president and treasurer and general secretary of my alumni Dow Medical College, president and general secretary of APPNA Florida chapter, served in board position as executive member. I was the chair of CME committee. I was the chair of membership committee. I was the chair of APPNA bylaws and constitution committee, which is the most prestigious committee of APPNA. These things equip me in understanding, comprehensive understanding of how APPNA mission is structured framework and untapped potential. I'm presenting my 10-point visions to you. I will read it fast because of time constraint. Financial stability and transparency, membership growth and engagement, digital branding and visibility, youth engagement and YPC empowerment, affordable and inclusive international trips, good governance, integrity and accountability, which is the theme of this summer meeting, ACLS and BLS training and AED access in Pakistan, reforming national meetings, philanthropy, advocacy and innovation, investment in human capital. Above all, my promise is fairness, accessibility, and unwavering presence. I'll be where you are in CMEs, where you are in entrances and hallways. Celebrating with you, advocating with you, listening to you. Every alumni organization, regardless of size, will have a voice. Not somebody first, not that first. As a father of 3 beautiful girls and bringing them from to APPNA meetings since so long, empowering women in medicine is not a slogan for me, it's a responsibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to the audience waiting until the last words the candidates will say before applauding. Appreciate it. I will invite Dr. Tabassum Saeed now to read the first question. The first question will go to Dr. Aftab.
Assalamu alaikum. So number 1 question is, historically, APPNA's spring and fall meetings have been smaller meetings where most of the work of APPNA used to be conducted. In recent years, spring and fall meetings have become increasingly extravagant affairs with more emphasis on entertainment and higher ticketed items. Do you think meeting reforms are the need of the day? And what kind of vision do you have for the meeting reforms? Dr. Aftab.
Response time is 90 seconds, please.
Thank you so much. I think that meeting reforms are really needed. Few things are needed. Number 1, I really don't like that whenever I open the meeting now, 30% of the seats are already sold out. That's not right. This is a disservice to the community, disservice to the membership. This must be stopped. Meeting expenses are getting out of hands. We are going to introduce the concept of global APPNA contract negotiation. Meaning by that, we are going to invite alumni, chapters, and APPNA leaders to put together that when the function is going to be arranged, they can contract with different singers so that our meeting costs can go down. We're going to bring the concept of having a council meeting and also our meetings on Saturdays so that we can spend more time discussing the issues, grilling the candidates and the board of directors, and planning for the future. I think these reforms are needed, and I'm in favor of them. Thank you.
The same question for Dr. Irfan. 90 seconds.
I think, first of all, I need to acknowledge the host committee and board of directors and president who are conducting these meetings. These are not, APPNA meetings are the meetings that bring sponsorship and revenues to this organization. One process is that when we do not bring high-ticketed singers and things, there is one thought that the APPNA will not have profits and revenues. But on the other hand, we need to make sure these are not wasted in khanas and entertainment, and this needs to be worked on. I propose that we should have a committee which look into this process of how it's defined, what revenues we are bringing in, because one thing is important. In last 3 or 4 years, when APPNA presidency ends, there will be only 100,000 left for the president to with profits. Since last 4 or 5 years, we were in board of directors. It's not millions, it's 100,000. So I think the process needs to be defined, process needs to be strategized. These should be a strategic sponsorship, active, smart investment, and look into it. But you cannot design the process without these things that we do that brings the organization revenues and investment. So I think this process needs to be looked at.
Thank you so much, Dr. Irfan. Don't sit down because next question is for you. Just a reminder for everybody, these questions came from the membership. We sent out a link, NEC sent out a link to the membership to submit the question. The questions have been submitted by the membership, by all of you. So these are not the NEC made up questions. The next question is for Dr. Irfan. The question was submitted. The membership committee proposed a reduction in lifetime membership dues to $975 to the board of directors. While board of directors agreed to the reduction in dues, they approved a different fee structure, which was implemented this year, reducing lifetime dues to $1,350. If the same question comes to you next year from the membership committee, would you rule in favor of reduced dues or maintain the current dues reduction? Please provide your response for either choice. Dr. Irfan, 90 seconds.
APPNA membership, this was in 1976 when 20 pioneer physicians in Michigan make this organization. We are touching 5,000, almost 5,000 members. APPNA brings youth, APPNA brings young leadership to this organization. We have reduced, it was approved in board of directors, $90 and $1,350 this year. But we need to understand that how many members are becoming lifetime members after the reduction was done. There are two schools of thoughts. We've been listening to this. Annual membership is the operative expense of the organization. Other is endowment, goes to endowment of APPNA. So I think we need to make sure that this thing needs to be looked on, that how many members are in this pool, and we need to make a committee to look into this process, that this is workable or not. Now, the most important thing is that $1,350 or $1,850 is not a big money for these $1 million physicians. APPNA is, when you become an APPNA member or become a lifetime member, it's an ownership. You are a stakeholder. You can say, I am a lifetime member. This is not happening. This is wrong. So this needs to be looked on, that it's not about $400, $500. It's about the stakeholder and ownership of this organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, just a reminder, please hold the applause until the candidate is done with the answer. Same question for you, Dr. Aftab, 90 seconds.
Let's go back and review the records of the APPNA membership for the last 50 years. Every year, the number of members lifetime members that we have is 50 per year. Only spike happened when we reduced the membership during Dr. Javed Suleiman. We made 450 members. This year, we reduced the membership, and I heard that the membership is increasing. I think that's a good thing to do, and I am in favor of it. But recently, मैंने अपने एक दोस्त से पूछा या उसके बच्चे से, यार कि मेंबर बन जाओ ना. कहता, अंकल मेंबर तो बन जाऊंगा, पर सीट तो आप किसी और को दे देंगे ना. So I think we have to change the image of APPNA and perception of APPNA to increase the membership. So let's work on that and continue to reduce the membership fee. Thank you so much.
Okay. Question number 3. There has been a significant discussion in the past regarding opening an APPNA medical school in the US or Caribbean. Ad hoc committees were formed to prepare a feasibility report, but somehow the whole project fizzled out with the change in APPNA leadership. What is your opinion of such a project? And given an opportunity, how would you approach such a proposal?
Opening a medical school for APPNA members is a really good concept. APPNA medical school rough cost is about $200 million. We have attempted many times to get that funding, and I just recently met one individual. He's from Atlanta. He was willing to spend $200 million, but the concept dies. So if we have a permanent committee for 3 to 5 years who work on it, I think we'll be successful. I have experience of opening and serving many Caribbean schools, and I think that I gave him a concept that we will use the building that is already made in Chicago. It's called East-West University Building. We'll use this building so that we don't have to spend money on that building project. We will register as a DO school, less expensive. And once the DO school is registered, then we'll use the local hospitals for rotations. Once we have a complete 5-year data of the individuals that are registered to us, I think we'll be a very good and useful medical school. Thank you so much.
All right, this process of medical school and university has been discussed many times. 2017, when Iqbal Zawar Hamid, our dear friend, and Suhail Khan, our dear friend, who discussed these things before. These are monumental tasks. It's a political statement, we will do that, we'll do that, but these are monumental tasks. As I said, when the president leaves 100,000 at the end of the year, you're talking about 20 million, 30 million investment, and in medical school, we need to see and create a feasibility that what our investment is, what our revenues are we ready to invest this kind of money into a process? Yes, it looks very fancy. Yes, make a medical school, make a university, but I think this needs to be a truthful selling to a member that, you cannot arrange this thing and give lunch, provide this thing, but you can create a 20 million. Yes, it's a beautiful idea, but you need to think about the monumental task that they are. Now, I think before this thing happens, these members should be the teachers, faculty of our generation, for our youth, that the YPC is asking. There are not teachers and mentors available for our organization. So I think this process needs to be looked on. Feasibility, of course, needs to be well thought of, but I think this is a great idea, but we need to go from the deep root before we invest in these things. Thank you so much.
You can remain standing. The next question will be for you. And again, another question from one of the members is the issue of conflict of interest, and this is a burning issue. It came up many, many times. The issue of conflict of interest is often raised among APPNA's leadership. In your opinion, when dealing with such an allegation of conflict of interest, A, should the person or persons named in the complaint recuse themselves from the meetings discussing this issue? And B, should APPNA officers be allowed to promote their companies using APPNA platform? Dr. Irfan, you have 90 seconds when you start.
Great question. I think as a committee member, we have served in so many committees. When we sign a conflict of interest, we sign the moral obligation and ethical standard of this organization. We have to abide the constitution of APPNA. Now, once you have signed this moral obligation and ethical signing that we are abiding this conflict of interest, then things become very simpler. And when we write these constitutions, and when a United States Constitution, these are directions, these are directives, very easy process. In the committee, if there is a conflict of interest, if somebody has done bad things, the committee discuss these things among themselves, and then they, of course, they have to listen to other person, other party, what they have done wrong. They have to defend themselves. And then you have to, as a member, if I have done something, I have to recuse myself from the committee, so they can take a decision, they can vote and refer these things to the Ethics and Grievance Committee. Let them decide. But I think the person needs to be given fair chance to defend him or herself before you take the decision. Thank you so much.
Dr. Aftab, same question for you, 90 seconds.
Let us review the bylaws of APPNA together. Preamble of APPNA bylaws says, I'm going to follow the moral and ethical duties of APPNA. Section 5, Section 6, and Section 10 of APPNA bylaws says, I'll follow the moral and ethical duties of APPNA. So my principle is very simple and straightforward. Anybody who does not follow these principles, I think they should be sanctioned and held responsible. Thank you.
Next question. According to APPNA bylaws, the Board of Directors meetings may be open to the membership, and its minutes should be made available to the membership on the website within 10 days of the meeting. In your opinion, why is the Board of Directors not compliant with this clause of the bylaws, and what would you do to bring it in compliance?
I think this question goes in my favor. I was a secretary of APPNA, and everybody in this hall can testify, including my friend, Dr. Durrani, that all the meetings records were prepared and submitted within 1 day. So I think that is our ethical and moral duty, that we should do that. And if the secretary is unable to do that, then I think Board of Directors has a responsibility to address this issue. Thank you.
90 seconds.
You know, when you're running a committee or organization, needs to be well-defined process. The minutes should be there in on the website so membership can see it. Aftab, you know, I hope he will defend it. You know, minutes should not be written on the phone. Minutes should not be in a skeleton minutes. This is an organization that the minutes should be defined, detailed, who did what, who was proposed the process, who said no, who said yes. So these minutes should be defined and well written. Yes, the minutes should be there so the APPNA members can see it. And as a president, I will make sure that I will work with my team, I will work with my general secretary and treasurer. So we have our minutes available, and these are minutes which are detailed. Organization like this should not have a skeleton minutes, should be detailed minutes, so we can go back and see things that who was voting yes, who was voting no, and what our process is to define this organization. Minutes are not posted in website because they are posted. They need to be posted because they need to be what was discussed in Board of Directors and what was not discussed in Board of Directors, who voted yes, who voted no. This should be a comprehensive, detailed minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Just a reminder, there's a possibility we might have a couple of more questions than ones we have. And if you would like to ask a question to the candidate, you could write down on a piece of paper and hand it over to one of the NEC committee members. We'll try to accommodate. And also, even if you cannot, we can use those questions for our virtual debate, hopefully, that we're planning to have for the candidates. Appreciate it. The next question will go to Dr. Irfan. and that's question number 6 from the membership. APPNA continues to have division based on ethnicity and alumni affiliations, making it very difficult, if not impossible, for some talented and deserving members from smaller alumni to climb up the leadership ladder in APPNA. In your opinion, what measures APPNA should take to level the playing field and overcome these natural lines of divisions to help these individuals from the smaller alumni to reach their true potential for the benefit of the organization? Dr. Irfan, you have 90 seconds.
Thank you. All these questions are about transparencies in our organization, from ticket sales to hotel rooms, to committee involvement, to committee chairs, to committee members. Everything is about transparency. And once we do the transparency, these young people will join the organization. In my opinion, every alumni should have a voice. Not a larger organization, not a smaller organization. People from Nawab Shah, from Bolan, from Ziauddin, they should be a part of these committees. If you are part of the committee and then you are from the bigger alumni, then most of the time you don't do work. Let other people be part of these committees. Ziauddin, Liaquat, Bolan, Fatma Jinnah. You know, these are the alumni seeking things to be done. They are energetic people. These are the things that we can do. Bring them to committee members, give them chairs so they can uplift these organizations, beg them a better, smaller alumni so they can compete. We need to bring this thing to bring them to the table, give them chairs, give them, and bring all these talented peoples. They are from the smaller organization. They are ready to work. Give them the time. Give them the process. Thank you so much.
Dr. Aftab, same question for you, 90 seconds.
APPNA is one. As an APPNA, one family, APPNA is stronger, APPNA is more powerful, and APPNA is strong. Current constitution of APPNA does not allow and permit the smaller alumni to get elected. We are going to propose that at least every 5th year, we should reserve one seat for them so they can get elected and their voice can be heard on the table and we can be part of the running process of APPNA. I am not against any smaller or bigger alumni. I just want APPNA to be one family. As a APPNA, one family will be stronger and will be more stronger. Thank you so much.
In your opinion, what are the top 3 organizational challenges for APPNA today? And if elected, what would you do to overcome these challenges?
One thing I don't like is that whenever the meeting is open nowadays, half of the meeting is sold out. I'm going to fix it, inshallah ta'ala. Every person who is a member of APPNA will have an opportunity to sit wherever he wants on first-come, first-served basis. The front seats of the meeting will be reserved for our handicap and senior members. Few seats can be reserved for dignitaries. Rest of the meeting will be open to all. Current system of APPNA also doesn't allow the smaller alumni to get elected. Inshallah, we'll address this by getting a seat reserved for them for every 5th year. Another thing I have noted is that meeting expense is getting out of hands. We're going to introduce the concept of global APPNA contract negotiation with different singers. So the alumni chapters and APPNA can get together and they can select a list of singers they want so we can contract with them globally. It will bring the meeting cost down. There are 3 sources of income for APPNA. One is called membership, second is called grants, and third is called donations and sponsors. We have not established a grant desk on our office. I'm going to establish a dedicated grant desk, inshallah. The sole purpose of that desk is going to be to write grants for local and federal governments. And inshallah, we'll have better income to do more projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh, so, yes, sorry, Dr. Irfan.
I'm here too. Okay. You did not answer the question. The question was, in your opinion, what about the top 3 organizational challenges that APPNA feels today? APPNA is looking towards you. This is the matter of membership, how we bring the youth. Look at here, there are 15 people are sitting here who are from, 2000 and above. So I think the challenge is to bring the youth into this organization. They will take over. They will be our voice. The second thing is that, I met a couple of friends. Our advocacy, our contribution to American Medical Association is so weak. We need to be part of the political advocacy. We need to be part of AMA and other organizations, so our young student can say that this is the process. We will join the organization. You are representing us. We will change the. We will take our voice to AMA in these cuts and that cuts and be part of the policy of the healthcare. These are the challenges. Now, as far as link is concerned, I will talk later when I get the chance. And the third thing is that visibility, branding. You need to make sure that this is not given to a person who has no influence in YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. And we need to give to young people, young girls and boys, take the organization to visibility status. Thank you.
Go slideshow. Go to slideshow.
Then go here again. Go here again. Next. This is the next question.
All right, sorry, technical difficulty. Next question is for Dr. Irfan. There are multiple physician organizations in Canada working in parallel with APPNA, and arguably APPNA is losing some ground to them in Canada. As an elected leader of APPNA, what would you do to improve APPNA's profile in Canada? Dr. Irfan, 90 seconds.
First of all, to my Canadian colleagues, APPNA is not without Canada. APPNA was formed in North America. These are our charter, this is our mission, this is our constitution. I worked in Canada. I know their challenges. I know most of them are general practitioners. Of course, I don't want to say that they are not specialists. Their needs, their CMEs, their tax status, their donation, and their getting money out of CME and tax is totally different. Now, if you will say that we don't need them, no, of course you need them. They are our brothers and sisters. You take them to litigation, this is not the process. They will take you to the litigations. So you need to sit down on a table, discuss with them. Everything is about negotiation. Everything is about when you discuss things together, things will be solved. So I think Canada are our brothers and sisters. I've been to Calgary, I've been to Toronto. They were talking about there are new organizations are setting up. Irfan, what will you do for us? I said, you know, I will discuss with you. I would have flown to you on the day when you have issues. This is the organization leader who need to do that. Take the charge, go there, discuss with them, and stop the litigation. Stop the litigation.
Dr. Aftab, same question for you.
People at the back, can you stay quiet? And also for students, this is not the time for posters. Can you please come back after 2 p.m.? No poster discussion at this time, please.
APPNA is one family. Together we are strong. Together we are better. I have served APPNA for many, many years, having learned from the experience of my seniors, having learned from the feedback of my members. My thought process has changed. There is always a room for negotiation. Let's sit down together, make a team of senior colleagues from APPNA here and a senior team from Canada. We will solve this problem. Thank you so much.
Again, please, no poster discussion. Guys, no poster discussion in the back.
A large number of summer convention attendees this year complained that the prime seats at the entertainment programs were pre-sold to a quote-unquote circle of friends before opening it to the general membership. Allegedly, a large block of rooms was also reserved by some insiders ahead of the membership. APPNA president recently sent an email explaining the circumstances. What steps would you take to discourage this culture of favoritism in APPNA? Dr. Aftab.
Let's follow the preamble and section 5, 6, and 10 of APPNA bylaws. We already, when we become member and we become officer of APPNA, we testify and state we're going to follow the moral and ethical duties. It is very unfortunate what has happened now. I will strongly recommend that apology has been given to us. We should accept it, and we should also forgive them. And hopefully, they will follow the bylaws in the future. And my history is that I have always followed the bylaws, and I will not allow and permit anybody to favor his friends and families. All the members will be in line and getting the tickets and rooms on first-come, first-served basis, except for my seniors and handicapped members who will have the privilege of maybe sitting in the front. Thank you so much.
Dr. Irfan, same question for you. I didn't forget.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I want to acknowledge again the host committee, board of directors, and our dear Humaira Kamar. The problem here is we want a solution. It will happen again. If you get elected, somebody will ask you for the seats, and this same thing happens. If I get elected, I will form an independent committee, not part of the host committee, who will look into this process of ticket selling and hotel rooms. Independent committee of our seniors, our legends, who will look into it, will talk to the IT people that these are the things are so important. This is not a trivial process. This makes our youth go away from our organization. This is the reflection of our ideas and our things. We are bringing this thing from Pakistan again. No, don't do it. Make a committee, make a process, and do things. Not just say, okay, we will do it next time. This committee needs to be formed, independent committee. Whoever is the president, if he gets elected, I get elected, so people have a chance to go and talk to that committee who is a transparent committee, that this process needs to be defined and answerable. This should never happen in APPNA history.
Again, a request in the back. Please, if you're going to talk, please step out. It's a last request. Please stop talking in the back. This is very noisy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is the last question that basically we had put together, and we almost approaching the time. And this question is for Dr. Irfan first, and Dr. Aftab will answer second. APPNA's alumni and chapters are the building blocks of the organization. APPNA makes millions in profit from its various meetings and trips annually. Alumni used to get a portion of alumni night profit, which was discontinued in 2017. Currently, a number of alumni and chapters are struggling financially to carry out their regular business. Would you support sharing a portion of the profit with the alumni and chapters in proportion of their participation? Dr. Irfan.
You know, being a president of an organization, this thing ended in 2017. We used to get, as a Dow alumni, the largest alumni used to get 12,000, 25,000, 15,000, 17,000 of our profits. Same was true for the other larger organization. But the smaller organization were not getting it. So the process was defined that instead of giving this money to them, we need to distribute the process and profits so that smaller organizations like Fatima Jinnah, like Bolan, like Ziauddin will still have a process and have meetings. So I think this process was defined only because the larger alumni, KE and Dow and Khan were getting the money. We were happy. We want that money. But as a leader of the organization, I think this is a process when you are touching APPNA. APPNA is for all. APPNA is APPNA, yes. But APPNA needs to be shared with a smaller organization. Let them lift up. And of course, they will empower their members to become members, and then they will become larger. So I think the share should be given to them, and the process was okay. So these alumni are lifted and shared and get these money from APPNA. Thank you so much.
Dr. Aftab, same question for you, 90 seconds.
जो बच्चे फैमिली में छोटे होते हैं उनको हेल्प की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है. So we are going to introduce a concept of a fixed stipend or a fixed payment to the alumni and a variable payment. Fixed meaning every alumni who will participate on Friday night, they'll get a fixed check for participation. Variable means that depending on the number of participants they bring, they'll get a variable check. I hope it will help all the alumni.
This concludes the questions. And now we go to the last part where the candidates will present their closing statements. And based on the coin toss, we're going to reverse that. Dr. Irfan will go first, and then Dr. Aftab will go second.
2 minutes for response, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The 2 minutes, as we say, hurdle in football. The 2 minutes that defines this organization. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I stand with 3 core values: fairness, unity, and purpose. One top priority now needs to be how to grow this organization. I propose that we use a data to send surveys to get the needs, what a membership want from us. In addition to our ongoing support of our Pakistani medical graduates, we will actively recruit North American medical graduates. I will launch a mentorship that pairs attending with residents, residents with medical students, and medical students with undergrad students, creating a long-term supply of loyal APPNA members. As for our Canadian colleagues, I will go myself. I will meet them. No litigation. These things will be solved. Their things will be taken care of. And the most important thing, when choosing a president, we must hold our candidates to the highest standards. We cannot afford to elect a leadership with a history of costly financial missteps, litigations, lawsuits, attorney fees. This will change the integrity of this organization. I bring transparency, accountability, and a clean record. I don't have any baggage. I'm a person, normal person like you. Dr. Khan was involved in a 100,000 litigation process. Those money, एक dime, वो माँ के लिए जा सकता था, blind के लिए, किसी के लिए जा सकता था. So I think this is so important that needs to be taken care of.
There is a rebuttal from Dr. Khan. So he has a chance for rebuttal. Yeah.
All right. Dr. Aftab wants to use the rebuttal card, and he wants to answer this. And then after that, he will have 2 minutes for his closing statement. Yes, absolutely. You could do the rebuttal.
Dr. Khan, you have 90 seconds for rebuttal.
So I will give a challenge to my friend, Dr. Irfan. If he can bring any document that states that I have sued APPNA, I'll withdraw my nomination. But in return, I will ask him, if he cannot bring by Monday, he should withdraw his nomination.
Response, again, rebuttal. 90
Aftab, I
seconds.
did not talk about you sued. I said you were part of that litigation that spent $450,000. $450,000. 400.
Dr. Aftab, closing statement.
So guys,
2 minutes.
last 2 minutes, please silence.
One thing that bothers me the most is whenever the meeting is opened, half of the meeting is sold out. It's not right. It's not just. It's a disservice to the membership. This must be stopped. Our council meetings, general body meetings are not happening the way they should be. We'll bring the old concept of having a general body meeting on Saturdays, discuss the issue, plan for the future. My friends, meeting costs are getting out of hands. With better management, better collection of revenue, will bring the meeting costs down. Most of us have already decided we're not going to go back to Pakistan. Our kids are here, our grandkids are here. Inshallah, we're going to use APPNA platform to do more projects here in the United States so that the country and the community should know who we are and what APPNA stands for. We're going to continue to help our young physicians coming from Pakistan, help them, guide them, counsel them, and do whatever we can to be more successful here in the United States. My passion is to help the paramedical staff in Pakistan. Give them an opportunity, bring the curriculum in line with the United States so they can also take the exam and come to the United States for a better future. My friends, we leave our legacy here in North America, not in Pakistan, by constructing the first APPNA Pakistan house in Chicago, inshallah. Under one roof, we'll have APPNA offices, APPNA free medical clinic, and APPNA housing for young physicians. My friends, all of this is possible with your participation, with your help. Without you, I am alone. But working together, we will be a force of change. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much to the candidates, and big round of applause for them. And this concludes the APPNA presidential debate. And please don't forget to submit. And NEC members, please come on the front for a group photo, please.
I would invite the panelists for Women Empowerment session to please come on the stage.